Nod-Krai is out, and with it, several new areas to explore. I originally started Genshin for exploration, though my enthusiasm has somewhat waned in more recent times. I wanted to rekindle my enthusiasm, and so I devised a challenge that I hoped would both be interesting to play and watch. As you likely know, touching the statues of the Seven, or in this case, the statues of the New Moon, open up the map, allowing you to see key features of the area from the map menu. These are generally some of the first things players interact with, as exploring what is effectively a black screen doesn't sound very appealing. However, I wasn't interested in doing what most players do generally, and that is the essence of the exploration challenge in this video. I wanted to 100% all 3 new areas in Nod-Krai without ever touching the statues before 100%ing those respective areas. Of course, this meant no external guides, no interactive map, and no outside help in general. Additionally, I also banned using the compass, as I thought it would make it too easy to 100% given the changes the devs made to the compass this time, allowing you to see both chests and Occuli from a press of a button. I was also curious to see how many items I'd miss across the map over the course of doing this challenge. There'll be some more rules added later on, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. As for stakes, for every area that I don't 100% before touching the statue, I'll have to build a meta character and master their playstyle. Something I really don't want to do because I'd rather keep my collection of level 1 5-stars intact for now.
Stop it. Get some help.
So with that, let's start. Not at the beginning, but more towards the end. You see, I wasn't recording at first when collecting chests and exploring because it was a whole lot of this and not much commentary. I had explored a decent chunk of Nod-Krai before ever starting the Archon quest, worried that there would be a forced activation of the statues if I started it. However, I realized that I couldn't find a Sigil exchange point. Given how much I had actually explored, I was worried that the point was locked behind the Archon quest, which wasn't the case in that land. With no signs to the contrary, I had to start the Archon quest, which brings us to the present day. It does take a bit to unlock the Sigil exchange, which is implemented differently than previous ones. There didn't seem to be just one exchange, there were 3, one for each area of Nod-Krai. I hadn't really known about this before because I didn't heavily look into anything prior to exploring due to the rules I had set earlier. The biggest problem is that the Sigil exchange actively tells you what percentage of the area has been explored so far, meaning that I could just keep looking at this whenever I wanted to check. Because of this, I had to add one additional rule. I could only open and look at these Sigil exchanges twice over the course of this challenge. The reason why I'm allowing 2 checks is because 1, I didn't know if the quest would forcefully make me check the Sigil exchanges and see how much progress has been made. The second reason is that I wasn't aware of what reward tier the Shrine of Depth keys would be unlocked at. And so to have some breathing room, I allowed for 2 checks. For now, my next goal was to get enough keys to unlock the Shrine of Depths in one area first. That way I could unlock one area's statue and get any remaining necessary Shrine of Depth keys from the statue itself. Luckily enough, I had already explored a sufficient amount to get the keys from both the exchange points with Llama and Aino. With what I've explored so far, I already found all 4 shrines. Given I had access to 2 keys, I decided to pool all my resources to focus on Lempo Isle rather than use the keys in the other 2 areas. This is because, inherently, due to this area having 2 Shrines of Depths, I figured it would be easier to reach 100% than the other 2 areas. Alright, so, okay, I have unlocked the Shrine of Depths. I have collected as many chests as I can. It's basically time to just touch the statue and hope for the best. First, I have to find it, though. I'm going the long way around for no particular reason, other than to just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Oh, like, I forgot to zoom out all the way. Oh my god. Well, it's 100%, so it's okay, but like... Oh... Alright, I messed up a little bit. I really wanted to get the cool opening of the map to show 100% instantly, but I forgot to zoom out all of the way before touching the statue. So, cool moment, absolutely ruined. But at least I didn't have to build a meta 5-star character. I still had yet to unlock the other Sigil exchange, located in Paha Isle, so I decided to spend more time on finishing the Archon quest. I'll leave it to Live Tars to take it over from here. Okay, so far, the character I've liked the most is Yehoda. Yehoda. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced in English because I'm listening to Chinese dub and they pronounce it Yehoda. So I don't know how that's supposed to be, but this character is like just extremely expressive. Seeing the multiple faces she makes are absolutely hilarious. I know it's not like a huge thing for other games, but you know, like for Genshin standards, she's pretty expressive. It's been a while since a character I had absolutely no interest in has been this funny to me. I definitely like the cast of characters Nod-Krai has introduced more than previous regions. Okay, well, I guess no wonder why Among Us collabed with Genshin. Ether is an imposter. Time to roll the credits, everyone. Jokes aside, these cutscenes are so good. So good. Beautiful, man. Okay, I was just praising the cutscene, and then this lazy ass throwing animation comes out. Please. What, like, the whiplash is crazy. Oh, Traveler actually drinking alcohol. Wait, no way? Ain't no way. Of course. Yeah. Wait, but Paimon drinks it instead? Paimon can hold her liquor. But also, why is Traveler just getting scammed here constantly? Speaking of Traveler, we've actually gotten a lot of nice Traveler dialogue this time. Like her interaction with her brother earlier was nice. And actively separating the Traveler from Paimon for a bit, also pretty good, you know? Maybe we should have more of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're getting an interaction with one of the 5 sinners directly. Okay, well, I should say we've potentially already gotten an interaction with him since Ether from earlier was fake, and they're implying that the sinner was Ether from this dialogue. But I don't know. That's not necessarily clear, right? Okay, so now the Traveler has the Moon Marrow, Marrow's power. So are they gonna get buff? I would really like it if Hydro MC specifically got the buff, considering their kit is, what are the words? Less than desirable? Yeah. Okay. He can just casually compress himself into a lantern. That's cool. Yeah, we can... Okay, so there's this weird person that's been helping us that's attributed with gold light. Is that supposed to be like a moon reference of some sort? Or like is it supposed to be like hinting Columbina is helping us remotely? Like, I don't know. I guess it'll become more relevant later. Whatever, I'll forget it for now. Dude, so many problems have been caused by these sinners in Teyvat. I feel like Rhine-Daughter alone caused like 70% of the disasters Teyvat currently has to deal with on her own. Meanwhile, this guy's corpse scatters like some dust in the wind and causes the land to have a literal allergic reaction and spout out the abyss. Like, what the heck, man? Yes, everyone, look at the woman with big breasts and ass wearing nothing but a loincloth. Surely this will assuage all of your fears, everyone. Surely. First it was Anefa being stuck to a large magnet, now it's Anefa carrying Aino like a sack of potatoes. What is this air? What is this region? You know, I've been saying it's region, but like Nod-Krai is technically a part of Snezhnaya, kind of, so does it make sense to call it region? Like, what are the jurisdictions on this? Where is Yenfei when you need her? Where's Teyvat Law? Frick, man. Okay, Dragon Striking with Aino is more difficult than I was expecting. This cutscene just looks so good. Man, like, holy crap, the cutscenes have been just like high quality this patch. I mean, they're good in general, but I feel like they've put a step up in terms of the visuals. Also, it's kind of interesting too. It's like someone's blocking the shots near the Frostmoon Scion's base. I'm assuming that's Columbina, because we like, as far as we know in the story, she's the only entity that's capable of blocking the shots that's there in the area. Maybe it's someone else. Who knows? Okay, man, do you want a Snickers or something? You know, they do say you aren't you when you're hungry. I can also ask the person preparing your Snickers to put like sprinkles of kubaki on it, since you clearly like the energy so much. I didn't know I didn't know that the Tui stole techniques from Vegeta. This is just Final Flash. So if I know anything about Dragon Ball, this means Polonia is about to lose, because that's what typically happens to Vegeta. Or should I say Polonia and Sandrone, because, you know, they're kind of tied together. Dang, like, it's like I'm a prophet, man. Ask and ye shall receive. Sandrone and Columbina with a full-on sibling relationship. Columbina's just calmly talking to her, / trolling her, potentially. I don't know, depends on her intention, but Sandrone is clearly having the full meltdown special. Well, okay. Yeah. That's the Archon quest, this patch. Or parts of it, anyway. Because I'm assuming I'm not putting everything in the final video. But, hey, that was pretty good! Honestly, had a lot of fun with this. Yahoda? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but she's a very fun character. Finishing off the Archon quest meant that I could finally access the last Sigil exchange, and my eyes were instantly blessed after unlocking it. Oh, holy crap. I'm already at 100%. Okay, well, I mean, hey, we can activate the statue. I swear, if I mess up the map opening like I did last time, I'm gonna freak. I'm gonna freak. Alright, here we go. Hey, nice. That's what was supposed to happen earlier, and I flopped up, because, you know, you're not supposed to have to manually scroll out. It's just supposed to open and show you the 100%. Like, that's a cool, like, GIF, you know? Also, I don't know how people pronounce it. Is it supposed to be GIF or GIF? I think officially it's supposed to be GIF, but I know people that pronounce it like with a J, so you all can decide in the comments, I suppose. I now had 2/3 of the new areas complete. Hiisi Island proved to be a bit more challenging than the other 2 isles, though. Alright, so I'm currently at 97%. And I just used my last check to fully upgrade the Sigil exchange. So I'm not really sure what else I'm missing, to be honest. It's kind of hard to actually figure out, because one of the biggest problems without using an external guide is just to check how many Occuli there are. Yes, okay, I found the Occuli. I knew I was missing Occuli. Get over here. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be climbing like every peak I can find. You think I won't climb that cliff? I will climb that cliff. Okay. I'm still confused what this Kuhenki is supposed to be leading to. I know I'm missing something here, but it's not extremely obvious to me, which is pissing me off. So there's probably like some chests I'm missing in the area that I just don't understand where I'm missing them, which is aggravating. Anyways, I guess I'll try to find some other stuff. Nice, another Oculus. And I also found a few more chests earlier too. So that should be enough? I mean, like, what, 2 Oculus, 3 chests? Like, it should be enough. Alright, well, I've searched a decent amount of time. I haven't been able to find much else, and I know I'm probably just missing, like, straight up just, like, missing, like, a couple chests here and there. And likely missing some Oculus, but, Oculi. But I think I'm just gonna rip off the band-aid and pray. Let's go! That's a clean clip right there. Let's go! That's a clean gift! Hey! With that, I had finished all 3 areas, managing to 100% all of them before touching the statues, and without using either the compass or external guides. It was now time to see how much I had missed along my journey. On Hiisi Island, the last area I completed, it's a total of 1 Oculus, 8 chests, one of which doesn't appear on the compass due to it being hidden behind gathering 3 Kuhenki together, which I was very, very pissed off by, and 2 Mora crates. Okay, I knew this chest. I knew. Okay, not. Oh yeah, well, I didn't know there was a chest hidden behind the Kuhenki, but I assumed there was, and I also just like, couldn't figure out for my life, you know, how to get this thing to move. Turns out I had to freaking pop a bunch of deer statues vertically. Oh my god. Dude, like, I was, the funny thing is, like, when I was exploring earlier, I had the prompts, and I just, like, pressed it, and then a chest popped out, but I didn't understand what caused the chest to pop out, because I didn't notice the deer statue moving, because it kind of, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just blind, but it sort of, like, blended into the environment when I wasn't, like, actively looking for it. So, oh god. Oh my god, and it takes me to where the Oculus was earlier. Why do I... Okay, it wasn't too bad. I used Shallonen because Natlan abuse. Fuck, right? But also, what am I doing? Okay, anyways. Lempo Isle, I missed 1 Oculus, 11 chests, and 7 Mora crates. The Oculus miss was particularly embarrassing. Dude, are you kidding? Are you kidding? The Oculus is right next to the teleport waypoint. You're joking me. Dude, there's no way. Oh my god. How did I miss this? This is like the obvious crap that you miss. Like, I get everything. Okay, I didn't get everything else. But like, I got the more hidden stuff, and then it's just like, ah yes, you just missed this sitting right next to the freaking waypoint. Okay, buddy. And finally, on Paha Isle, I missed 1 Oculus, 10 chests, and 6 Mora crates. 2 of the missed chests don't appear on the compass, with both being locked behind quests, one of which takes 3 IRL days to complete, as you have to keep coming back to this pot to cook various foods. If you're wondering how to get this quest done yourself, basically touch this pot, they will tell you to cook a specific recipe, and these recipes, all 3 that are required to cook for this quest, can be found in the restaurant that's in the main city on Lempo Isle. You just go to the restaurant owner, buy them, and then move on with your day. That's it. And you just come back, remember to come back after every daily reset. There's also another 9, well, I'm hesitant to say it leads to a chest because no one knows yet. But basically there's this thing that's locked behind this seemingly 9-week long quest where you get to keep submitting these stock slips effectively. And yeah, you just have to remember every weekly reset to come back here and submit the slip. I'm seriously hoping I didn't miss anything else. Overall, I missed a total of 3 Oculi, 29 chests, and 15 Mora crates. To be completely honest, I thought I would miss more because that's been pretty, well, my exploration history hasn't been the best. But I was particularly surprised that I didn't somehow miss more on Lempo Isle, considering that the relative size of that area in comparison to the other 2 is significantly larger. I also knew that the 100% marking on the map is relatively generous when exploring previous areas of the game, but what I didn't know is how generous. Like, I missed almost 10% of the total amount of chests you can acquire. But just like, this, you know, this really puts it into scale. It's like, hey, dang, I missed that many chests. But yeah, that's the exploration done. There's also some shenanigans I got into with the local legends. Okay, so this crab, yeah, the team I'm using is just a little bit shy of damage to kill it before the second bombardment. I actually do think I could probably do it without having these like food buffs. I just didn't want to bother, to be honest. But also, in case you haven't, or in case you don't know, I am trying to figure out some patterns before I do Stygian Onslaught from this boss, because I know this boss is going to be in Stygian Onslaught. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out stuff. I think you can actually spawn a Bloom Core in the middle. I'm not clearly doing it, obviously, but I think you can make it so that it spawns a Bloom Core in the middle and then just detonate all 6 almost instantly. But I don't know how consistent it is because I think that is subject to Bloom Core RNG. So yeah. Anyways, well, this crab, goodbye. See you later. And now I have all of the medals. It's a clean border. I do like this. I am glad they actually made the local legends have more pizzazz this time than previous regions, which is nice. I think that does it. You know, hey, look at me. I don't have to build a meta 5-star character. No, I mean, okay, I might build some of these characters in the future. Maybe I can be convinced to. But, well, at least, for now, I'm not required to. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you for watching. See you next time.